Are you curious to see how you guys match up against the Sixers? Kind of two potentially good young teams, different conferences.
Yeah, I think it'll be exciting. There's a lot of good teams out there, and so it's always exciting to get out there and play. But with young high draft picks and teams going at each other, I think that's always a little extra fun.
Did you see the game last night against the Clips?
I have not watched it yet. I'll watch it today.
And
you guys let me get out of here.
We'll make it quick. Embiid was, I think, 32 and 16 last night.
I saw some highlights on SportsCenter when I got home. He's a pretty good basketball player, but they got some. I mean, the way Simmons is playing right now, and JJ shooting the ball, they're doing some good things over there. Covington, I saw, had a big night, but again, I haven't watched the game yet, so it's gonna be a good challenge for us.
How big was it to win last night? Just complete the trip with a victory.
It was helpful. Our guys, I thought, played really hard the entire trip. I thought they played, they competed to a level where we gave ourselves a chance in each game. We didn't play well enough to win against playoff teams in the Eastern Conference, but we were there for part of the games. So it was nice to play that hard and get that experience, and then at least get one win on that trip. Try to build a little bit of momentum coming home.
Luke, how happy were you to hear that the three UCLA players are coming back? So it's going to maybe ease Lonzo's mind a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I'm happy for them. I mean, they're college kids. It's got to be kind of a little scary for them to be in another country and not know what's going on. So obviously, I'm happy whether it's them or any college kids returning home. And I think Lonzo's handled it well. So he happy for him. Obviously, that his brother is home and safe and everything else.
It's been kind of surreal to see that become a international incident involving his brother, given everything else that's gone on with that.
Yeah, it's there's a lot of stories that I don't understand that get the publicity that they get. Young college kids made some mistakes. It happens in life. But like I said, I'm glad to hear they're coming back home.
Look, what do you think has allowed Jordan Clarkson to be so efficient and consistent this season so far?
I think he's done a nice job of kind of just. Well, one, it started with the way he worked this offseason. He was another one of these guys that really dedicated his offseason to taking his game to another level. And then I think he struggled a little bit early on in training camp in the preseason with what we were trying to do and how we want to play. I think he's done a nice job of just simplifying what we're asking him to do. And I think he obviously has the skill and the ability to be that type of scorer. And now that it's, he's doing it within a certain role of what we're asking, I think he's having an easier time understanding that and having success with it.
Can you specify what's that simpler role? He also talked about that.
We don't want him dribbling 15 times.
Okay.
He's going to be a big part of our offense, and he's a big part of our scoring threat. But we want him making quick decisions. And we run a lot of stuff for him. So we trust him to make passes when he gets double-teamed or blitzes. And if he's open, he can shoot the ball. One or two dribbles, he can shoot the ball. Besides that, we want him to get off of it and put pressure on the defense from coming off pin-aways and cutting off ball, things of that nature. So it's a work in progress, but he's doing a good job with it.
On a team that doesn't have a lot of scorers, at least right now, do you think that bigger role for him that suits him and it's something that's allowed him to blossom a little bit?
Yeah, I think he's naturally a scorer. I think he really enjoys that part of the game. We've needed his scoring a lot, and I think he's done a very nice job of stepping into that role.
And finally, how do you balance that not trying to dribble too much with also him being the point guard in the second game sometimes? I mean,
we keep it pretty simple. We tell him to quit doing it when he does it.
Okay.
So we show it in film, and We show him what it, even on possessions, if he scores it, if he dribbles 15 times first, it still deflates the way that we're trying to play. And he knows that. And I just think he's very confident in his ability. So it's not like the possessions he does that, he's trying to be defiant. He just, he's played a certain way for a while, and it's just like anything else, habit we're trying to change.
Is that one area where you can look at Alonso being one of those point guards that doesn't hold the ball a lot? He just can let go of it and still be really effective.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's part of why we like Lonzo so much is we expect the way he plays to be contagious, and that's everybody sharing the ball, and we're not there yet. But yeah, he's a point guard that if you're open, no matter what part of the play it is, he's going to give you the ball. And when we get everyone on the team playing the same way, we'll get a lot of good looks.
Can you analyze the G League moves we made today?
Yeah, we need to get Josh and Zoo, who look great, haven't been able to get any reps, and we need to keep them sharp because we're going to need them at some point this season. And with the way the schedule is right now, getting off this trip, today's practice was pretty much a shoot-around, walkthrough type of practice. And we play every other night all the way till Thanksgiving now, so it's not going to be a ton of high-level intensity practice reps out there. And that's kind of what the G League is for or at least our own guys, is being able to get them 30 minutes a night and keep them sharp and let them get the experience of playing professional basketball, even when those opportunities aren't there with the Lakers.
Is Vander still with you guys?
Vander's still with us. Yeah.
What have you thought of just how he's done up here so far?
He's been good. He's just, I'm really impressed with the fact he's not trying to force anything, because he's another player who's a natural scorer, and we have not been scoring the ball well. It's why I went to him on this road trip. But the ball hasn't been coming his way in scoring opportunities. So I think he's done a really nice job as far as being a professional and just trying to play the way that we want to play, and that's not hunting shots. So for someone that's been dying to get his opportunity to buy into what we're doing has been impressive.
Luke, how unique of a challenge is it to defend Ben Simmons?
Oh, say about
how unique of a challenge will it be to defend Ben Simmons?
I haven't got into Philly yet. Obviously, I've seen Sports Center. I've seen some of their games when I'm watching random basketball at night. But as far as the strategy concern behind it, I haven't got that deep into it. I will today. What I have seen is he's a very intelligent basketball player. He sees angles. He attacks those. He's big. He's strong. He's unselfish. Even last night, I thought he had a layup at the rim late in the game that Sports Center showed that he dropped off. To his big man. It's just plays like that are winning basketball plays, and they become contagious, and he's got the size and strength to take advantage of the stuff that he sees.
Let me hear about a month in. What strides have you seen from Brandon so far this season?
I think he's coming into his own pretty nicely. I think he struggled a little bit early on, preseason type of thing, just because he wanted to show the world how much he's done and how good he's gotten. And then he had a couple nagging injuries that made him get up to a little slow start. He couldn't do all the practice, couldn't do all the running we were doing. So now that he's kind of up and healthy and running and with his guys day in and day out, I think he's done a really nice job of kind of being one of those leaders on the team and slowly getting more comfortable with his skill set out there on the court.
You guys haven't been creative shooting free throws so far this season. What's your philosophy as a coach? How do you address that?
Just keep working on them in practice. I mean, to me, some of it's a skill thing, and a lot of it for us, I think, is a focus thing, because we do free throws at the end of pretty much every practice, and our guys, we did a free throw competition before the Phoenix game, and the bigs went 12 of 14, and the guards went 13 of 14. So they're able to hit free throws, and they've had nights where they've shot them really well. So for us, I think it's understanding, one, how important they are, and two, really for some of the young guys especially, to take your time when you get up there, and be confident, breathe, relax, and just knock them down. You know what I mean? So I think that'll come with experience, and we're going to keep working on him every day.
Are Josh and Ivica traveling with South Bay?
Yeah.
Is that going to be like a game-by-game thing, or do you expect them
Well,
to
they're
be
on
there
a
for the
road trip right
so
now.
you
They'll be
expect them
there.
to be
Yeah, as long as nothing happens to our guys here,
Yeah.
they'll be with the team on this road trip, and then we'll reevaluate it when they get back.
You like the way Thomas played with the G League?
He was great. He was really good. And, you know, Thomas is great because he just wants to play basketball. I was thinking about bringing him back a game earlier, and he called me and begged me. Obviously, he said, "No disrespect, coach. I'll do whatever you want, but if I'm not going to be playing, is there any way I can stay down here and play with the G League? Because I like playing with them, and it's their home opener." So he's been, he's been great. Just his overall attitude and energy about being around and just wanting to play basketball.